The nosedive in relations between India and Canada appears to get deeper by the day. Prime Minister Trudeau made a statement on Tuesday, on the face of it a rather positive statement, that Canada is not looking to escalate the situation with India and that Canada will continue to engage responsibly and constructively with India. He had said something similar in Montreal last week, but there is a new subtext to this now stated desire for good relations with India. Trudeau added on Tuesday that Canada wants to be on the ground to help the Canadian families there. And that is where the twist comes to this positive statement. Trudeau's remarks came after reports that India wants Canada to remove as many as 41 of 62 of its diplomats in India, and to do that within a week, with a warning that those who stay on after October the 10th could risk losing their diplomatic status. This is a report that has been indicated. This was not confirmed by Trudeau, but Trudeau seemed to speak in the context of this. And this is a lot more serious than the tit-for-tat expulsions we had seen earlier, where Canada expelled an Indian official and then India expelled a Canadian diplomat from New Delhi. Trudeau did seem to suggest now that the present staffing of the High Commission is needed to provide consular and other services to a very large number of Canadian citizens who live in India or travel to India, most of them, as it happens, of Indian origin and most of them from Punjab. He appeared to suggest that such services could be jeopardized if the staff reductions were to be reduced to as low a level as reported. That India wants a reduction is without doubt. The Indian External Affairs Ministry spokesperson had said 2 weeks back that Canada had been asked to remove a number of its diplomats in order to bring parity with the number of Indian diplomats in Canada. The new move now seems to put a number to those removals, and it is a high number, and it sets an early date. The spokesperson had confirmed also earlier that India had asked Canada to remove staff. It was not Canada's decision. It came, he said, pursuant to the request from India. Now, Trudeau had said last week that it was extremely important that Canada and its allies continue to engage constructively and seriously with India, but given the now almost bulk expulsion, and that's really what it is beneath all the diplomatic fine language of Canadian diplomats from India, this is hardly going to be a signal for a de-escalation. It seems that the confrontation is getting confirmed, it's getting deepened, it's picking up, and shows no signs of the de-escalation that Trudeau has spoken of. Clearly, it is Trudeau who started all this. He made an allegation, a self-confessed allegation in the Canadian Parliament, that an Indian agent or Indian agencies were behind the killing of Hardeep Nijjar in Canada on June the 18th. That has not been backed up by any evidence. India predictably and inevitably has reacted very strongly.